Agility. Is it for me? Is my dog ready? Where do I start? Well, did that motivate you to start thinking about participating in agility? Agility is one of the fastest growing sports for dogs. Why is that? Well, agility will direct your dog's energy into a fun outlet. It will give you a fun way to get some exercise. It will build your dog's confidence. Agility will teach you how to work together as a team. It will introduce you to new people and make great friends. It will strengthen your bond with your dog, and it's guaranteed to be a lot of fun. Am I too old? Am I too out of shape? Ain't no such thing in agility. This sport is open to people of all ages and athletic ability. It's open to people of all fitness and physical ability levels. At any given trial, you'll find junior handlers, veteran handlers, geriatric handlers, and everything in between. In competitions, I have seen people in motorized scooters, like the picture there, people with no arms, and even Olympic athletes. Being in shape is definitely a plus, but it's not a requirement. Besides, agility can help you get into shape.
Welcome agility enthusiasts from around the world. Sit back, relax, and enjoy for the very first time on video the the only, it's the funniest dog agility bloopers.
Not sure you have enough time? Well, when I'm competing, the minimum time commitment per dog is about 3 hours a week training and 6 to 10 days per month for trialing, broken down like this. When you start out, you can determine how much time you want to spend. You can set your own pace. Maybe an hour a week for class, 10 minutes a day to practice at home, maybe 5 days a week, 5 minutes a day for conditioning, tricks, and body awareness. But whatever you do, I would recommend that you develop a goal and figure out a plan on how you're going to achieve that goal. Do you think agility is too expensive? Well, I'll tell you that training for competition is not cheap. Class fees can range from $5 to $15 for a group lesson. Private lessons, $20 to $55 an hour. Trial entries, $30 to $40 for 2 runs a day. And then travel from 1 to 2 hours each way is what I typically have to do to get in 2 trials a month. It really doesn't have to be that expensive when you get started. A great way to save money is to take advantage of the Tennessee Valley agility classes. They're highly discounted for our club members and a truly great buy. You can volunteer at most any agility trial and receive discount coupons that can be applied to future entries. Also, you don't really need to compete to reap the benefits of agility training. You can take a class or 2 to get your feet wet and then continue training on your own. That's what I did when I got started. Or you can do it all alone, homeschooling in your backyard. You can make some homemade, do-it-yourself agility equipment. Great way to get started. Agility equipment can cost a lot of money. Here's a breakdown all the way from A-frame and dog walk down to weave poles of a whole set of agility equipment. This would be enough to actually put on a trial. The 2 columns indicate practice equipment. This is equipment that would be durable enough for one's backyard for a lot of years. And then the second column is competition grade heavy-duty equipment that could be used, say, by our club should we decide to purchase equipment for trials. But do you know what? Essential equipment, do-it-yourself version, can be had for a lot cheaper. A great way to start would be with 4 jumps, some weave poles, a pause table, a plank to start working on contacts, and then a teeter. All these can be easily homemade, mostly with PVC. There's tons of sources online to help you get started doing this. So are you ready to start? Well, these are the steps that you would follow. As an overview, number 1, make sure your dog's able. Get your dog ready to learn. Teach the basics. Use play and tricks. Find a trainer and start lessons. Develop foundation skills and games. Keep learning. Set goals and track progress. And have fun. Now let's get into some detail on each of these. Get your dog ready to learn. Start early if you can. It's ideal to start preparing agility as soon as your pup starts exploring his world. Have your pup get used to walking on different types of surfaces, rugs, sidewalks, wooden planks, even couch cushions, anything that's new and different. As your puppy gets a little older and stronger, have him jump over a bar laying on the ground. Or pool noodles make great jumps, both inside and outside. Let the ground rock and roll. Get your puppy used to having things moving under his feet. Wobble boards, flat shopping carts at Lowe's, a wheelbarrow ride in the backyard, even a skateboard, anything you can think of to let those feet start moving. Tiny bones and muscles will still be strengthening, so never let your puppy attempt high jumps or to climb on standard agility equipment. You need to wait until at least 12 to 15 months before you start full height jumping and full height agility equipment, just for safety's sake. Here is a video of some puppies up in Winona, Minnesota, and just take a look at how they're being prepared for their future life as an agility star.
We must dance, we must jump, we must look both ways. We do the la 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 bow wow every time we meet. We do the la 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 bow wow dance.
Before you even begin to start training your dog in agility, there are several things you need to teach your dog. Basic obedience is critical since participation in the sport is off-leash. Your dog needs to have reliable skills such as sit, down, stay, recall, walking on leash, heeling, and being quiet. Socialization is also important so that your dog can be comfortable and you and your dog will stay safe. She needs to be comfortable around other dogs. She needs to get used to crowded and noisy places. It's a good idea to continuously give your dog the opportunity to visit new places. And if you plan to compete in the sport, your dog needs to become familiar with the agility trial environment. Take your dog to agility trials and matches. Let him get used to the noises, the smells, the overall environment. Practice crating, walking on lead, meeting other people, watching other dogs run, and just hanging out at a trial. Here's some examples of basic training and socialization.
When we teach down, we follow the same concepts. We hold the food over their nose to get him into the sit position first, and then we drop it down to the floor. But if his butt pops up like that, guide them back into the sit first, and then back to the ground. Down, oh. Down, good.
Steady. Good dog. With a dog this size, you've got to know when he's about to...
It's really interesting because when Sadie sniffed just then, she was sniffing where Mojo had toileted. So again, Joyce and I are keeping the leashes very, very relaxed. Good. This is nice now because Sadie's really investigating Mojo. Now they're going nose to nose. Mojo is giving submission. This was really good because Mojo was going on his back. You'll never know how to interact appropriately with other dogs. So socialization like this is so important.